Hey everyone, Sunrai here. Today I'm going to be watching the third episode of Akiba Maid Sensou. And last episode was a bit of a gambling focused episode. Really thought Yumeji was going to come in clutch and save the day. Did not quite go that way, but we solved the problems pretty much how we always do. We shoot people until it's all good. Even like it blew up stuff for good measure. So let's jump into episode 3. See how things go with this crazy anime. So 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, wrestling. Wow, okay. That's a jump. Oh, Ronka, okay. It's a nice outfit, by the way. Even got some cherries there. Is that like a subtle way of saying you want somebody to pop your cherry in the ring? That's how I would take it, anyway. So, we'll see if that ends up being the case. But I assume that's once again a flash forward, and we're going to see how we get there. Yeah, this opening's still fire. Her face is still very much censored. I'm curious when that's gonna change. Moe cute. Timed it just right there. Man, that skirt, even the skirt blowing just looks so intimidating, which is impressive to do. Yeah, she just completely drops that parfait. Because, I mean, you can at least see the girl's pig, snout thingy. So you know she is definitely a member of the group. The dance in itself actually does look really good, all things considered. The fact that it's not 3D, is enough reason to give it some props. Okay. Somebody got shot, I take it. Probably was sitting in that chair. Kijima. Oh, is that the girl that's censored in the opening? It's the same hair color, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, back at the Oinky Doink Cafe. The worth of a maid's fist and pancreas. Are we getting into organ selling? Gonna try to get closer. Now I can feel a piggy bank. No, it's okay. And that's how she... Okay, that's nice. That's how she gets it. I can guess which one she'll choose. There we go. That origin story has been unraveled, so that's cool. So she is continuing to be relevant. I'm glad. When you say that, it makes me just want to do it more. Man, that forehead. Why is a stick a part of it? I'm kind of curious about that. Okay. I guess it's just like hiding behind it, like maybe she's a stalker kind of character. I guess. Nothing quite like it taking advantage of amateurs to take their money. Again, it makes me want to touch her more now. Are we gonna... Am I talking to them? Yeah, it's basically what I expected him to do. You should be intimidated by this one. I've seen how many people she's killed. That belly, though. Is she gonna be the opponent in the wrestling match? I mean, she's not wrong about the cute part, but... Taira. So, I mean, the hair color, I assume she's supposed to be Russian. And, now that you mentioned the foreigner comment, it probably is. It is important to stay hydrated. Oh, I just noticed I got it in her mouth. Uh, Tencho has a rough life. But she's also hard to feel bad for. Oh, sorry for wanting you to stay hydrated, jeez. Where is this going? Wrestling? If it wasn't for the wrestling bit at the beginning, I would have taken that a very different way. But we'll see. You are called Tencho for a reason. You know, it's like your only real name. I'm still not going to eat them. Oh, that is definitely Russian, yeah. I can't read Russian, but at least know Russian when I see it. And yeah, looking good. Very much locker room there, so... The wrestling locker room, I assume. I mean, it's her time to shine, I guess. She says a lot of things. Akiba... Fua Sweeto Club. That's a great name. We should call her place that. Well, we're here. Blood and sweat together, wow. Oof. Yeah, there's some legit violence in this wrestling ring. Yeah, the name does seem a bit contradictory. Fighto Club, wow, that's a cool touch. The lights being out. That's clever. That's actually really good. Yeah. I didn't look at the translation, so I don't know how they handled that, but I just looked at the lights themselves. Okay, of course we can't even have it be legit. Not in this show. My hands as a ashtray. I mean, you kind of volunteered, so oh, damn. That's tight, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that sentence said in such a serious tone before. I wouldn't call Tencho a Tensai, but... Pure Milky Masami. I am digging the rest of the outfits quite a bit. That's a massive bow on her head. Yeah, I'm confident in Ronco. Okay. She definitely is. Most because she hasn't had a gun put in her mouth or hands used as an ashtray yet. Okay, yeah, there it is. She's one we're taking advantage of, yeah. She seems alright, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. Kind of a Hinata sort of thing from Naruto. Did she not realize the first thing you do when you get a figure is supposed to check and see if it's wearing Pantsu? Did she not know that? Is she that much of an amateur? Oh, damn. Did she just one-punch her? Oh, damn. Yeah, taking pics. Hope you got the money shot. Cause it was a competition? That's what you try to do? Yeah, I knew she wasn't going to. I believe that. Definitely gonna be consequences to this. Nothing we can't handle. She just shoot it? Wow. I don't know why I'm surprised, but... I'm glad you did. I didn't like that guy. Oh, okay. I guess we lost the clothes at some point. Very conveniently placed plant. Okay. Put the gun down, please. You're far away from that. Like her own arm censors it. You know, Tencho never gives up. I do respect that about her. Who are we summoning? Oh, okay, yeah, her. Our Russian girl. Definitely our Russian girl. Got kind of deep on Maze right there. Shove this body. Okay, I mean, yeah, he's basically done. Even left his shoe behind. I assumed you made her get naked. Okay, I guess that explains the lack of embarrassment, if it was voluntary. Are we gonna take it? Loot this corpse of its anime figurine. Which I would do. Yeah, it still says Fight Club over there. Akiba Fight Club. Quite the sitting position of Yumichi back there. Taking up as much space as she possibly could without laying down. Organs right there. Yeah, there's a pancreas part of the title. And trail charges. It's not like there's like ordering a cheeseburger at a fast food place. That's the atmosphere of that scene. I mean, hopefully she doesn't break her neck. You never really know what you're gonna get with this show. That's one thing I've definitely learned. I haven't seen him. You know, have you checked the nearest graveyard? Nearest dumpster? Okay, that's not cool. I put the blame on her. The more as I figure, I'm starting to kind of want it a little bit. I can put it behind me, and it's like she's encouraging me, watching me work hard, you know. Zoya. I will try to remember that. Oh, the real figure? To show how gypped she was getting? Maybe. Okay, a note. Probably not gonna go into a locker room like that, but... How many times have you slapped her? She really does not want this to get messed up this time. Okay. This should be a longer match. How much time do we have? Yeah, we got a decent amount of time for sure. Can you do it, though? Okay, here we go. I feel like the hair tie thing is going to be important somehow. I get in trouble if I do that. Yeah, I know I've called it a wrestling match quite a few times, but I do get that it's supposed to be like an MMA match. But the ring just... I associate with wrestling matches, so... Yeah, one of those Russian words that actually appears in anime a lot when you have a Russian character. Almost meme-worthy. Anime 101. There's no nuts here. Ooh. Trying to go for an eye? Jeez. Ooh. That was a nice dodge. Can we counterattack? Yeah. God. I mean, it's natural instinct to, you know, fight back. You're not going to Hawaii, woman. I want to just get over that right now. Oof. Oof. That really had a lot of power behind it. But I mean, she's blocking, so even though she's not fighting back, it doesn't do too much damage. That's pretty rude. Oh no! Oh, yeah, that was not okay. You don't mess with the hair tie thingy. I knew she wouldn't like that. Apparently someone's in timeout. It was a nice punch, though. Yeah, isn't there also the, strawberry one? Now she can truly unlock her final form. Gum. Yeah, we never did give it over. So what's gonna be the end game of that thing? Are we gonna wait till the end to hand it over to the Tyra girl, or is that gonna make up for not throwing the match? I guess. Anyway, back to the match. Oh wow! Oh, that's so cool. Imagine being able to do stuff like this. It's so nice to see her just not, standing there taking blows. Shut up. We'll give you a real figure, you'll be fine. You'll get over it. This is our encouraging tent show. Oh, flashback, okay. Subliminal. I don't know a word of Russian, so... Thank God for English subtitles. Yeah, a little bit different than Ranka. She kind of rolled her R there, didn't she? Trial shift. Yeah. With her disposition, I guess, being the QT maid type would be difficult. So. It's kind of rude, but I definitely get her what drives her a little bit better now, for sure. And they really did become good friends, didn't they? Ooh! I almost feel my own ankle break there. I think you're plenty cute, if that makes you feel any better. Vous miste. This might be the final shot, final blow. Unlike her, Ranko's got somebody encouraging her from behind. Man, that's gotta have, that looked pretty solid. That's gotta be finishing blow. The acknowledgement. The mutual respect. Oh. Love the triple play. And there we go, Ranko victorious. Oh damn, okay, I think you won. You don't need to kill her. Jeez. I know it was a nice hair tie, but also poor Tencho. Okay, so we're going back to the memo. Oh. And it's not even lying, too, so... I guess it's one way to take care of the problem. Is it? That's what we should do, yeah. I was such a fool for thinking we would give it to Tyra. Oh, okay, yeah, that's how it can... I kind of forgot about her joining the maid cafe. But, there we go, that's how we get Zoya. I know, right? What a change. Yeah, I guess that it all works out. Okay. Never really had a chance to comment on it, but I do appreciate how she actually sounds Russian. I mean, for at least from the perspective of somebody who doesn't speak Russian at all, it sounds like she speaks Japanese with a Russian accent. You know, I got that impression at least. But, you know, considering I'm not Russian or Japanese, I'm not an authority on that at all. But that's my perspective, so. But wow. That 180... Apparently she can pull off the cutesy maid thing decently well. I mean, if that's anything to go by. But I love this show. Gonna get that out there. The Oinky Doink Cafe has one new member. So hopefully next episode she's no longer censored in the opening. And there we go. That's... okay, that was the third episode of Akiba Maid Sensou. And another very good episode. I mean, all three episodes this show has delivered. Like, it hasn't dropped the ball at all so far. If I was like 3 episode enrolling this show, without question, it would pass that test for sure. But yeah, so this episode, we started off with at a ring, and my first assumption was a wrestling match, but, you know, they eventually made it clear that it was an MMA match. But, like, I've never actually watched an MMA match, you know, like a real life one, but I've watched wrestling matches, so that's kind of why I associated the ring with that, if that makes sense at all. But you know, all we knew really was that Ranko was in the ring and that she was up against somebody. At that point, we didn't know who it was just yet, but we did see she had like a cherry hair tie, and not till after the opening, we got to see where she got it from. Nagomi, I think her name is. I'm still getting the names down, but yeah. she happily took it. Not only did she happily take it and wear it, but she clearly had a real emotional reaction to it being messed, broken, like attacked, right? So very clearly, Ronko considers her to be a friend. So it is nice seeing that develop for sure. We also saw the other girl briefly. Her name, I think they say it here, I can't say that, Nerla. But yeah, we saw her again. So now I'm convinced she's going to be relevant going forward. But we also saw some figurine mafia guys. I don't know how to describe them. But yeah, definitely bad people trying to scam people who don't know any better with a shoddy knockoff figure. That's, I guess, kind of their business model. And later on, we saw Taira was the victim of this particular one, right? We also got to see Voyo, what was her name? Something like that. A Russian girl, right? We got to see her a little bit, and pretty quickly developing a bit of a antagonistic thing with Ronka. How do I keep calling her Ronka? Ronka, right? And yeah, not too long after that, I clicked in my head that she was most likely going to be the opponent in the match, right? But yeah, I mean, things got moving pretty quickly. We got Ronko to the venue itself. And you want to go back to that real quick? Yeah, because it was translated as Akiba's Fluffy and Sweet Club, right? I do want to see how the subtitles handled the lights going off, changing the words a bit, because I didn't really get to see that. Let's see. Looks like they didn't do anything with it at all. Okay. Yeah, unless I missed something that's just completely lost in translation. But yeah, the thing here is that, yeah, it becomes Fight Club when you take out certain words. Fight to Kurabu, right? So I guess it was just completely lost in the English translation. I guess it sucks to not know Japanese then. But yeah, that was a really clever thing right there. And I don't blame them for not translating that. I have no idea how you would possibly handle that in the translation. But anyway, Taira was kind of our main bad guy for this episode. Unless you count the Russian girl, but she wasn't really a bad guy in that sense. She, Taira was the overarching, puppet master kind of role for the most part. And the Russian girl was very much meant to be more sympathetic. I mean, they actually gave us backstory for one thing, showcasing like when seeing maids on TV for the first time, that drive, the desire to become a cutesy maid, and then realizing because she's kind of a stereotypical anime Russian girl, she's not really good at the whole cutesy thing, because stereotypical anime Russian girls are more often like, yeah, more rough, serious, fighty. Fight is not really a word, but that kind of rough kind of character, not really the more cutesy type. So as a result, she kind of struggled with that, but by the end of the episode, she seemed to do it just fine. So I guess it all kind of worked out. But yeah, the matches themselves were great to watch. We got to see all the different types of outfits, which we already had great outfits in the show because we had different maid outfits for different cafes and stuff. But got to have fighting outfits, which usually mean getting to see that midriff, that belly. So I really appreciated it on that basis. Ronko definitely struggling a little bit to hold back, which very much makes sense with her character. Also got to see Tencho naked. I mean, sort of course, the typical anime thing of blocking out the important bits. But it was a fun reveal to learn that was completely voluntary. But because it kind of reminded me of a scene from Uncut Gems. It's a live-action movie, not anime at all. But yeah, there was a scene where like the guy was stripped and thrown into his own trunk or whatever. So it kind of reminded me of that a little bit, but again, this was completely voluntary, so it's all good. At this point, she still had a pancreas, by the way, I think. And yeah, organ selling was also part of the episode, as you do. Also had Ronko be a little bit sneaky with because Taira was the antagonist, and she knew that if she didn't properly throw the fight, she would retaliate. So how do we solve that? Taking advantage of the fact that she lied to the other guys by having them sick on each other and having her just get killed that way. So it all made sense. My theory about giving her the real figure to placate her, calm her down, it was not what happened at all. And, I do like how the show continues to not be predictable at all. It's such a great show. Definitely top 5 of the season. I don't think anybody would argue that. Definitely top 5 material. But the actual fight itself also was pretty cool to watch. Striking, almost like, parrying swords with, arms and legs. It's great to watch, especially when you really get the air, you feel the impact of it. But yeah, also our new Russian girl, I quite like her. I think she'll be a great addition to the team. I actually expected her to show up later on in the show, like maybe episode 5 or 6. That was kind of what I was expecting. So I'm not surprised to have her show up in episode 3. But yeah, great episode. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.